RedBull Racing are the team to beat once again in 2012, with Adrian Newey, the best aerodynamicist currently, about 800 staff, as well as a healthy budget. There is frankly no reason why Red Bull won't continue their form, and of course, they also have the luckiest driver on board, Sebastian Vettel, who dominated 2011, and of course, Mark Webber. In 2011, they won 12 races out of 19. That is an ominous sign for the rivals. In 2012, with the RB8, it could be 20 out of 20. The RB8 will incorporate many of the features that made the RB7 so effective, except it won't have a blown diffuser. Because they are banned for 2012, no doubt we won't notice the difference. Adrian Newey never misses a trick, and you can bet he'll have something more subtle up his sleeve. McLaren spent the whole of last year playing catch-up to Red Bull, thanks to an exhaust system at the start which didn't work. This meant it was always frankly going to be difficult to beat Red Bull, whereas the championship was concerned. At best, they were the equal of Red Bull in certain races, and on occasion, they won races. Lewis Hamilton made a lot of errors, so it was down to Jenson Button to get the best out of the McLaren in the second half of the season. He was driving better than ever last year. However, although Hamilton only finished 5th, he did score the only non-Red Bull pole of the season, and when it came to victories, they both scored 3. Although McLaren scored half the tally of Red Bull to secure second place for the second year run. In 2012, they must be on top of the new MP427 from the start and take no silly risks. There are no excuses because McLaren are the most technically advanced team in F1, as well as one of the best funded, and the Mercedes engine is the best. Ferrari enters the 2012 season with some catching up to do, frankly, after a mediocre 2011 in which they won just once. Fernando Alonso made them look better than they were in actuality in quite a few races, and there is little doubt he was driving just as well as the likes of Vettel and Button. However, while Alonso scored 10 podiums, including the win at Silverstone, obviously massive home purely by comparison, often destroying his tyres too early in races. He often lost a lot of ground in the closing stages of any Grand Prix for whatever reason, and never 5th in a race. Ferrari will hope their new car, the F2012, or whatever they're calling it this year, is a big improvement, and if it is, Alonso will deliver the goods, but whether they have a good enough aerial package to challenge Red Bull is another matter. With their new technical team and the biggest budget, there are no excuses for them underperforming in 2012. Yet still there's this niggling feeling that even if they get the car spot on, they'll struggle to